An airplane accelerates from rest at a rate of 8 meters per second squared and takes off after traveling 400 meters. How fast was the plane going at takeoff? So up here we have our plane. We know it's going to be traveling 400 meters total distance. We know that the plane doesn't move at the beginning until it starts to accelerate to take off. And we know that acceleration is going to be 8 meters per second squared. As always, we want to make sure we have our 5 things, which is d, v naught, vf, a, and t. We have to pull our numbers out of the problem. First things first, we know the initial velocity is 0 because the plane's not moving before it starts down the runway to take off. We know the runway is 400 meters. We also know the acceleration is 8 meters per second squared because that was given in the problem, and it's positive because it's getting faster. So the velocity and acceleration are in the same direction, which is to the right. And the question is asking, how fast is it going when it's going to take off? We're going to pick the equation that does not have time in it, since time is the thing that we're missing. That's the fourth equation, vf squared equals v naught squared plus 2ad. V naught is 0. I sometimes like to plug the zeros in if it's going to make my life easier. It's going to make a whole term go away because 0 squared is just 0. That's going to leave me with vf squared equals 2ad. Solving for vf, all I have to do to get rid of the squared is take the square root of both sides, or in this case, just going to be the right side is what's left. So my final velocity of this airplane when it takes off is going to be 2 times 8 meters per second squared times 400 meters, all under the square root symbol. If I plug that into my calculator, I should find that the velocity of the airplane as it's going to take off is 80 meters per second.